What is this conflict about?
Well, this conflict is about the broad European security architecture. The center of European security concerns have shifted to Ukraine. And the big question is, which way is Ukraine going to look? Is it going to be able to become a part of the West and join Western institutions such as NATO and the European Union? Or is it going to be drawn into a Russian sphere of influence, one dominated by an authoritarian ideology, and to become more tightly bound to countries like Russia, Belarus, and others?
So what do you say to people who feel like this is a world away, this doesn't really impact me and my life?
Yeah. Well, it's a fundamental question, I think, that Americans need to grapple with. Why should they care about a conflict that's thousands of miles away, seemingly out of sight and out of mind? But I do think that there are some significant reasons why Americans should care about this. At the most abstract level, this is about an American-led international order that's based on what we might call Wilsonian values of self-determination, of the free market, and so on. And so what we see at stake, I think, in Ukraine is the potential unwinding of that order. How can the order stand if revisionist powers are allowed to revise territorial boundaries by force? I also think that more concretely, we need to think about how the United States is going to ensure that its security interests in Europe are upheld. And that's going to be a lot more costly at a time when American officials believe that the primary threat to US interests is China. Russia right now is reminding us that that pivot may have been a little bit premature. And Russia remains a great power that has the potential to cause trouble, shall we say, in Europe. And most concretely, I think, and we're starting to see the impact of this, is the economic fallout. The pandemic, of course, has not let us go, and we're still in a very fragile economic recovery. And a protracted military conflict in Ukraine has the potential to upset a variety of different markets. I think that we're going to see this most acutely in the energy markets, and we've already seen the energy markets reacting this as futures have increased. Oil prices are nearing $100 a barrel, and will go higher if Russian energy is taken off an already tight market. And this will impact Americans, whether they like it or not, at the gas pump.